We talking Detroit Lions news today, and in this video, we are breaking down the Lions playoffs, how they can get there. We're going to look at the other teams that we need to be concerned about, go through the schedule, and give you my thoughts, because with that massive win yesterday at the Meadowlands, the Lions legitimately have a shot to capture the playoffs. Also, we're going to talk about Dan Campbell. Should he be coach of the year, at least be a candidate? Also, we're going to talk about that Rams selection. Why? Because I would love to add a player like Jalen Carter to this defensive line. And right now, we're sitting at pick 5, but I think we can move on. But before we get into today's video, if you are very lucky and during a storm, you go outside, open up a bottle, and you catch lightning in it, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because we took all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. And sometimes, being Lions fans, folks, things just go right against all odds. Also, take that like button with you and let that bad boy get fried. Let's get into today's Lions news. The Detroit Lions are on the road on Saturday, not on Sunday, Saturday, 1 p.m. at the Carolina Panthers. And right now, our beloved Detroit Lions are favored by 3 points. The underdog there is the Panthers. The over and under is 44, and I actually do like this. I think the Detroit Lions should be favored. Vegas believes that they will win this game, and I believe you should believe that as well. Why? Because the Lions are doing good. Carolina Panthers just lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Lions are in a playoff hunt big time. But who do you got this game? Let me know in the comment section right now. Do you have the Detroit Lions put DET? Let me know if that's what you got. But, hey, maybe you have the Carolina Panthers put NC in the comment section. Let's go ahead and jump into these playoff odds here. We got to start, obviously, with the team that lost last night. The Washington Commanders. That was huge for the Detroit Lions. Either way, it didn't really matter because both teams are facing each other. But for the Lions to make the playoffs, you got to have one of these teams lose. And guess who lost? The Commanders. So the rest of their schedule, they got to face the 49ers, who are on a freaking tear right now. They're definitely going to lose this game. I do not see the Commanders going to the San Francisco 49ers and winning this game. And the Browns actually just beat the Baltimore Ravens. And the Cowboys are probably looking for seeding. That is a brutal 3-game stretch. I think now the Lions, to get in there, you got to cut off the legs of the Commanders. And I think it's a pretty good chance at this point. It's a very good chance the Lions can get in. But another team you got to have lose is the Seattle Seahawks. We got the same record as they do, but they face the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday. One of the best teams in football. Then they got to face the New York Jets. Really good team trying to make the playoffs. I think they lose both those games. I think they do. I do believe they beat the Rams. So the Lions, all they got to do is win, baby, win. And they have a chance. The other team, obviously, is the New York Giants. And they defeated the Commanders. They got to face the Vikings, who are trying to stay for their seeding there. They got to face the Colts, who suck. And the Eagles, they may have everything locked up. So I think now the best way for the Lions to get in this bad boy is for the Washington Commanders and Seattle Seahawks to take these L's. And the Detroit Lions, we know our schedule. We'll go to Carolina. We're favored in that game. We're home against the Chicago Bears. We'll be favored in that game. And then against the, what? The Green Bay Packers. And you say, oh man, Green Bay, but we may not know. Folks, we may not know what they're even playing for in that final game. People have them potentially still making the playoffs. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. Why? Let's look at their schedule, folks. The Green Bay Packers, after tonight, I think they'll beat the Rams. I do. After tonight, though, they got to face the Dolphins. Pretty good team. They're fighting for the playoff spot. They got to face the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be a tough one. And they're at 5-8. If they lose that Dolphins game, that could be it for them. They may be pretty much eliminated there. And if they lose the Vikings game, it's automatic elimination. it would be an automatic elimination. So if that's the case, they may not even be fighting hard for the Detroit Lions in that game. Maybe see some Jordan Love and some other players. And that's hashtag facts. If that's the case, the Detroit Lions have a pretty good shot making the playoffs. Now, the odds right now say it's 40%. The Lions making the playoffs. 40%. I think it's better than that, obviously. But it's all about what happens in the next couple of weeks. The Lions got to go to Carolina and get that W. You do that, Seattle Commanders lose like they should, the Lions are in that spot, or on Saturday, they're in that spot. They're in it. Started 1-6. Then at that point, it'd be winning, 7 of the 8 games. And then all you get, you control your destiny from there. You're in automatic control of your destiny. That's grit, folks. That's grit. That's grit, baby. And that's what I'm seeing. So I want to know right now, if that occurs, should Dan Campbell be Coach of the Year? The Detroit Lions make the playoffs, start 1-6. Should he be Coach of the Year? I'm going to say this, yes. That's my answer. Absolute, fundamental, hail to the yes, he should be Coach of the Year. Because, to me, he's getting the best out of this roster that you would not expect. He really should be. This guy is getting the best out of his players. So I'm going to say absolutely Les. But let me know what you think on this one. Let's continue on here. And I'm going to talk about the sponsor of this video. I got to tell you what I love about Rocket Money is it saves me money. I got this app, had my wife sign up for it. And guess what, folks? I had apps, HBO Max. I don't like watching because my kid got it. You know what it did? I seen it, and I was able to cut that thing out and save me some money. That's why I love using Rocket Money. It's absolutely awesome, folks. I got to tell you what, this app shows you subscriptions in one place and then cancels for you whatever you don't still want. Rocket Money can even find subscription you didn't know you're paying for, i.e. what happened to me. You even may find a way you're able to be double charged for a subscription. Absolutely, fundamentally unacceptable. All you got to do to do a cancel subscription is hit the word cancel. Pretty easy if you ask me. And Rocket Money takes care of the rest for you. That's what I love it, folks. I don't want to do all this run around, calling up, doing some emails to remove this thing. I want it easy. Get rid of it just like that. So get rid of useless subscriptions with Rocket Money now. Go to rocketmoney.com/LionsTalk and get this bad boy. Seriously, it can save you hundreds of dollars a year. So go ahead and go to rocketmoney.com/LionsTalk. Support this channel by supporting the sponsor of this channel. Let's go ahead and talk about the pick right now for the Rams selection. And if you look at this draft order right now, not focus on the Lions, we're sitting at 18. Focus on the Rams there. They're sitting at 5. Why does this occur? Because Denver won, Arizona lost. If the Rams lose tonight, folks, we go all the way to number 3. Let's look at their schedule. They got to face the Packers. I have the Packers winning this game. Denver Broncos, that's the scary one. That's the one that worries me. Chargers, I have them winning that game. They're going for the playoffs. Seattle Seahawks are trying as well. If the Rams lose out, we could be a top 3 pick or even a top 2 pick, depending on what Chicago does. What's the difference if they win just one game? Well, they could go all the way up to pick 6, 7, all the way up there. So why is this important to me? Because you watch this defensive line for the Detroit Lions, it's been really good. Imagine adding a player like Jalen Carter to this defensive line. Imagine a dynamic stud like him. Yes, your mouth waters. Because he would bring a dimension to this team that we haven't seen in some time. And I want a killer defense. I want a defense that scares people to the nth degree. And if you can get a top 3 pick like a Jalen Carter, you're going to do that. I think we should go on and hope we get that player, because I would love to do it. How about Dan Campbell? Should he be coach of the year? What is his accolades right now? 6 of 7 wins. He could make the playoffs. Could win out. And another accolade, he's a cannibal. That's a pretty big one there. But should he be coach of the year? I tell you what, folks. He absolutely should be in conversation right now for coach of the year. Brian DeBall was. You know, Robert Saleh was. We knocked both of them off. Then we got over there for the Vikings. We knocked them off. Lions getting the best right now out of Dan Campbell. The absolute best out of this guy. He is giving the best out of his players right now. The absolute best out of his players. He's beating all odds on the road. Finding ways to win. Being gutsy. Hell yeah, he should get that accolade if you ask me. It's not even a question. He should be in the conversation. If we make the playoffs, he should get it. 100%. Folks, you need to follow me on these social media sites. Real Micro Mike, Instagram, Mike Kimber on Twitter, or Micro Mike, whatever you want to search. Facebook, Mike Kimber. Lions Nation Unite, Micro Mike. We're going to have a lot of videos on this channel throughout the week. Breakdown on Wednesday, Thursday, OPP. Get ready for it, folks. It's going to be a blast.